Hello Aries, welcome to my channel and thank you for taking the time to watch this video. I would also like to welcome Spirit into this reading and say thank you for the messages we are about to receive. This is a general reading for Aries for 2019. Please make sure to watch your moon and rising sign for a more complete picture. I'll also be doing the love and work readings for 2019, so please watch those. I will put them into playlists and put links at the end of all my videos so that you can access them. I have put the decks that I'm using in the description box and links to Amazon and eBay if you want to buy these decks. And if you would like a personal reading, I put my email in the description box, so please email me. And I've also put my website there, so please contact me via that if you would like. So please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, leave me some comments if these messages resonate with you. So I've drawn, for the 12 months, I've drawn 4 cards each. So one is a energy card. Then there's an archetypal card saying how you react to the situation, a tarot card, as well as an angel advice card. So let's start. So the first card in January is the physical activity. So you're pretty busy in January, running around, rushing around, getting things done. There's a lot of energy that you are employing in whatever you're doing, so you're very busy during that month. And you've got the angel card as the archetype. Which is that you'll be helping a lot of people. So you're busy doing something. Maybe you're a carer. Maybe you're doing something where you're not getting paid for it. So it might be something to do with your family, taking care of people or taking care of children, and you're going all out to help them. You know, almost like an angel going out and helping them. You yourself could well be getting help as well from people that you least expected with this angel card. And there's also a lot of spiritual guidance or unexpected help coming in for you with this angel card. Then you've got the King of Cups, and it is somebody, a counselor, father, protector. So there's somebody in your vicinity. It's the card ruled by Cancer. It's also a card showing a lot of caring. So there might be somebody that you're going and seeking some advice for. You might, be going to a counselor or a doctor. It is somebody that helps you with whatever task you're doing. You've got this green man pointing at the angel card. So whatever caring you're doing, you're going and seeking advice on how to get this particular job done. And this person is giving you that emotional support that you need. If you're looking after somebody, you might be taking them over to see a doctor or for some kind of medical intervention here. The King of Cups is usually a card that is associated with physicians, nurses, that kind of thing. So there's a lot of caring coming in over there, and there's a lot of emotional support going over here. So maybe this is why you're rushing around a lot, because you're doing so much of activity. You're helping somebody out, you're caring for them, and a lot of physical effort is going into it. And then you've got the 7 of Air over here. So plans that need revision, more going on than meets the eye, poor timing. So with the 7 of Air, it's talking about there's a lot going on. That's why you're rushing around a lot, and you're needing to change your plans as the need arises. So there's a lot going on, and you're chopping and changing things. You're actually trying to meet the needs of that situation, and it's a bit of a hectic period for you, it seems, with the 7 of Air. A lot of things going on. There's a lot of thought going on. There's a lot of anxiety going on as well, and it's all to do with this caring that you're doing. Whoever you're caring for, it's requiring a lot of intervention by maybe, like I said, some sort of people from the medical profession, but also you rushing around involves you rushing around and being very anxious within that situation. So January being a very, very busy month for you, trying to sort things out. So in February, you've got leadership over here. You've got Seeker, the Page of Swords, and the 8 of Earth. So you are getting into a kind of position where you're taking on that leadership role. You are the one who's in charge, making a lot of decisions. So whereas in January you are the one that's been rushing around, it seems like you're taking control of the situation now. You're in charge. You're making sure everything goes smoothly. You've got the Seeker over here, which is the thirst for wisdom and truth wherever they are. So getting things in order, making sure that you're on top of things. if you are planning on going back into studying or work, or into a study kind of environment, it seems like that's going to be coming in for you as well. And maybe you're taking on a role as a teacher with the Seeker card. But this card could also be something that is got a lot of Virgo attributes to it. So caring, something to do with healthcare, and also spending a lot of time by yourself and being very focused on your work as well. And following a new path, really. You've got the Page of Swords over here, so some sort of information coming in here. It seems like, everything seems to be getting to you as well, in the sense that there's information coming to you that's not very, very pleasant, because you've got the card of Aquarius, the sign of Aquarius over here, and it seems like you've got the green going into the snow. So something that comes in, some sort of information that comes in that makes you feel extremely upset. And maybe there is a truth that is revealed, that hence the Seeker card. And that is something that is, cold hard facts, and you're not pretty happy about it. It might be something of a legal nature, because you've got the swords over here. Maybe there's some kind of legality that is revealed, or some kind of information revealed to you of legal nature that makes you a bit upset. That's going on in February. You've got the Eight of Earth over here. Skilled work is rewarded, learning all that you need to know about the topic and going back to school. So with the Seeker card, it is talking about studying, because it is about wisdom and truth being found. And then you've got the Eight of Earth over here, which also speaks about going back to school or learning new skills as far as your work goes. So something going on over here. Maybe you're signing new contracts as far as your work goes, but some sort of information comes in of a legal kind of nature over here. But there's also a need to go back into school, need to go back into studying as far as your work goes, a need to retrain, hence the Seeker card. But you are in a position of leadership here. Maybe you need to increase your skill base in order for you to get this leadership position. You want to sign a contract maybe with that, but maybe they discover that you need more qualifications actually to get it. And that might be the thing that is upsetting you as far as this Page of Swords goes. But it's something that comes in very suddenly. It's information that comes to you very suddenly. And like I said, if it's a truth or legal nature, it's not the most appealing bit of information. It's not the nicest bit of information that you're going to hear. It's going to make you a bit anxious. So in March, you've got individuality, and it's followed by Poet, the Moon, and the Five of Water. So this month seems to be a month that you're a bit upset about things. You're needing to act by yourself. It's almost like you're standing alone against the world, if you like. And you're displaying with your leadership qualities. It's always lonely at the top with the leadership card in February, but you're having to act and make decisions entirely based on your own skills. So you're having to take that lead role, and you're having to act very independently of what anybody else says. So there's no support really coming for you. You've got the Poet card, which says expresses the soul's insight in symbolic language. So you've got to actually rely on your intuition in order to make any kind of decisions that you're making. It's important that you do that, and that's how you express your individuality. Poets are usually people that talk about, they are self-expressive. And as an individual here with this individuality card, it's you have to express yourself. So you have to be yourself, express yourself, and be very, very clear about what you want people to know and what you want people to understand. They need to know where you're coming from with this individuality and Poet card. Now you've got the Moon card over here, so you're a bit confused about things. There might be delays in things, maybe news coming to you. There's a concept, there's almost a feeling like, everything is going around in circles and nothing is getting done. And you're very much in the dark about a lot of things. So you're waiting for some kind of information to come in, and this is making you a bit confused and a bit upset. And maybe a bit emotional as well with this Moon card. And then you got a 5 of water over here where things are not turning out the way you hoped, not seeing the positive and crying over spilt milk. So it seems like, things are not going very, very well in March. There's a bit of disappointment that's coming up over here. You've got a regret card where you should have done something and you didn't do it, and now you're crying over the fact that you didn't do it. But there are things that are remaining within that situation that you need to focus on. So you'd really, in March, you need to get yourself back on track. You need to, express your individuality, try and get some clarity back in your life. Otherwise, you're going to sit over there and cry over things that didn't work out the way you wanted it to work out. You need to be very practical and not get very emotional about it, because with these cards, the moon and the 5 of water over here, it's somehow showing that things are going, you're working, and the efforts might be a bit futile. You might be ending cycles over here because this card at the moon is ruled by Pisces, and there's a lot of confusion going on over here, and you're getting very emotional about the whole thing as well. So you need to rope in all that emotions and bring yourself back on track, and get a little bit of a clearer perspective on everything that you're doing. So in April, you've got completion, the Warrior, the 9 of Wands, and the 10 of Water. So this is a better month for you, the month of April. This is usually when the month of your birthday, March, towards the end of March, and April is around your birthday month. These are usually months when there are big energy changes that come to us, because we're ending the old year and we're starting a new year. So this is almost like your new year, April is. And you have completed a phase. So all that confusion and problems that you'd been going through for 2018 into 2019 seems to come to an end in March, April for you. There's still a bit of, energy of that confusion going on in March, but basically by the time you reach April, you have now completed that cycle and it's finished. So you'll be moving on from that. You've got the Warrior card, and this is more your energy, which is the energy of Aries. Aries ruled by Mars, and Mars is the god of war. And you are now taking back your strength, skill, discipline, and toughness of will, heroism, stoicism, and self-sacrifice in conquering the ego. So you get back on track again, it seems like in April. You realize that cycle is finished, and now the Aryan in you comes out, and you are now getting back your power, getting back your strength, and getting back your self-discipline. And you can see she's got the lightning in her hands. So you are taking back that strength, and you're taking back your power, and you're getting yourself back on track. So March is a bit of a confusing month for you. You seem to be a low energy, and you seem to be getting rid of old energies as well. But in April, you're right back on track again, and you have completed that cycle. You've got the power right back in your hand again, and you're taking everything, all your skills, self-discipline, toughness is all coming back to you. You've got the 9 of Wands over here, which is moon in Sagittarius here, and you can see there's a lot of battles that you have fought and won. You've got all these sticks standing up over here, and this woman is dancing and celebrating. So you are extremely on top of your game now. Everything is now falling in your hand, and you are you have conquered whatever problems you have. This woman is dancing, so there's probably some kind of celebration. It is your birthday month, so it is probably a time when you are celebrating. But it also looks like all the problems that you have experienced have now fallen away, and you've got that boundless energy and that boundless potential coming, and you've got this new lease on life coming in April. And with the 10 of Water, it looks like there's an end of that old cycle of regret and upset and misery, and you have now a contented family life, and emotional and material needs are being met, trustworthy relationships. So you move into an absolutely nice, beautiful energy in April, after going through a little bit of a crappy period in the first 3 months, right up to April. Things look like they're not really getting you anywhere. You seem to be working very hard and having a lot of issues with anxiety and problems. But it seems like in April, everything is conquered right now. You are celebrating, you've got your power back, and all that emotional turmoil that you went through has gone. And now you start relaxing and enjoying, your emotional life, your family life. It seems like, your financial needs are also being met. And that's going on in April. So a good time for a nice celebration in April. Now in May, you've got abundance coming to you. You've got the Queen card, the Two of Swords, and you've got the Three of Air here. So abundance speaking for itself, a lot coming to you. So from April and May, it looks like you've conquered a lot of things, and now you are starting to move in a very, very positive cycle with this abundance energy coming to you. You've got the Queen here, which says radiates regal feminine, uses a benevolent authority to protect people. So you're very, very much on top of your game in May. You've got taking on the attributes of the Queen, very much a leader, in charge, and sorting things out. You've got everything in your hand here, and you've got a lot of authority as well. So there's the Two of Swords coming over here. There's a lot of harmony as well coming into your life. Any kind of disputes that you were going through, with the moon going into Libra over here, any arguments or problems get sorted out. Any legal battles get sorted out, and it seems like things are now finally going the way you want it to. So there's reconciliations, things sorted out between people, any kind of arguments or disputes, any kind of legal battles that you have, you are a winner in it with this Two of Swords. In fact, it's like you don't have to do anything. Everything just works out for the best for you in May. And you've got the Three of Air over here. You're still dealing with problems that you had to sort out in this first 3 months. You're still, maybe with the Three of Air, there's a breakdown in communication between you and somebody. There was a breakdown in communication. You're still very, very upset about it. But with this Two of Swords, it looks like, harmony is achieved with whatever problems you have. And, you're getting over any kind of problems that you had. There's reconciliation, it seems, a good family life going on over here. You can see this foal with these two unicorns over here. So things start actually resolving themselves in May for you. Any kind of relationship problems sort themselves out. So in June, you've got teaching and learning. You've got child wounded, Two of Wands, and you've got awakening. So you might be going back into some kind of studying or learning skill sets. Maybe you're doing seminars or going for short courses, that kind of thing going on. So you've got that concept of learning or information coming and going through. You're involved in that kind of cycle of information coming in, and you teaching as well. So a lot of you're working, but you're doing a lot of learning and a lot of teaching as well. You've got the child wounded over here, which says you're getting back any kind of problems that you may have had, any childhood problems that you had to face or deal with. You're dealing with it. But if you have children, you're also dealing with problems that they are having. You're being very supportive, and if there are issues within the family, you're beginning to sort that out and get that. If you have any kind of disputes going on in the family, that gets sorted out. There's forgiveness going on over here. So your relationship status is now improving because there's forgiveness. You're getting into that state of harmony because you're coming to terms with a lot of issues. Maybe you've had some issues within your life, and you're sorting those out as well during this period. So you've got the Two of Wands over here, aggressive conquest. Now this is Mars in Aries, so a lot of focus is now going on your projects. So this is your card. You have a decision to make about which way you want to go. You've reached the fork in the road, but you're putting a lot of effort and energy into your work career. Very, very, very very, very focused, and you've got a lot of ambition, and that's, maybe once you've sorted out any issues, maybe you've had confidence issues in the past, you tend to sort it out in this month, and now you're taking, the bull by the horns, so to speak, and you're putting all your confidence. You're realizing that, you have a lot of power in your hand, and you're putting all of that into your work life. So you're very, very focused, and you have a new career goal as well. You've got the awakening card over here, so looking at things from a different perspective, a temporary standstill. It is important to be yourself. So you're sorting a lot of things out as far as your concepts about who you are and how much of power you have in your hand, and your self-confidence issues, if you have any, are getting sorted out within the month of June. So you're reaching that point where you're standing back and looking at things and seeing things from a different light, maybe from a more mature light. You're seeing things, everything's not moving very quickly over here, because these concepts come to you, where there's a pause. The awakening card is usually the hangman card. So looking at things from a very, very different perspective, and realizing that you have to let go of certain things in order for you to make other things move forward. And you've reached that point, that turning point in your life, and you're behaving in a very mature manner, very differently from what you've been in the past. So maybe you've been through a lot, and that has allowed you to see things from a very, very different point of view. And now you're realizing with this Two of Wands that you need to focus your energy on yourself, and become more selfish, really, and concentrate on yourself, because if you're not happy, then the rest of the world won't be happy. So you're realizing that you have a lot of power, and you're realizing that, you have to get yourself in order before you can get anybody else in order. And it seems like that's where the awakening comes in for you in June. So going through a really big revolution here, spiritually and personality wise in June. So in July, you've got taking some time out. You've got hero, heroine card, the Five of Swords, and the Four of Water. So that speaks for itself. You might be taking a break, going on vacation, but just backing down from the situation a little bit, standing back and just reviewing everything that's going on. And that's happening in July. And the second card is the hero, heroine, a passion for a journey or personal empowerment. So it looks like you are going to be taking some kind of trip. With the time out card, it looks like, there might be a holiday you're going off, just to take a little bit of a break from whatever's been going on. You've got the Five of Swords over here, which speaks about longing. So you want something to change. Maybe you feel like you've, gone through the mill. You've gone through the fire. You've been down right at the bottom, and now you're needing to change. You want to bring this big change to come in for you with this Five of Swords. And you're longing, you want something different. You want, you're reviewing your goals, and you are now have decided that, you want to make these big changes in your life, and you are finding out your new goals, and you're making fresh goals. So the Four of Water seems like there's an opportunity that's going to be presented to you. So you were longing for something good to come in, and it looks like there is going to be a new cup that is going to be offered to you with this Four of Water. So you do need to not miss the opportunity. That's very, very important, because it is going to be something. It's like the Ace of Cups that's being presented to you. It's a new way of looking at things, and if you still keep the old concepts going, you will miss this opportunity. But you need to see things from a different perspective, and this is a very healing cup. So whatever this new opportunity is, it could be a new emotional relationship, or it could be an apology, or it could just be a new job, something that comes in that changes your whole perspective and puts you on a different road altogether. So you are longing for a change with this Five of Swords over here. You're trying to cut out that past and heal from it, and now a new opportunity gets presented to you, and this is going to cause a lot of growth for you, and that's happening in July. So in August, you've got parenting, priest, the Five of Pentacles, and you've got the World. So there might be issues with children if you have any. There might be you revising the way you parent. You might have issues with your own parents. So there's that energy of parenting coming into questioning over here, and a lot of energy being revolving around those issues of parenting. You've got or children. So you've got the priest over here, facilitates spiritual communication or commitments, and serves as a channel of spiritual energy. Now, you might be getting some advice, some spiritual advice from somebody of a religious nature. you could have a new child and you could be taking the child for a baptism or something of that kind of nature. But you're definitely going and asking for some kind of advice, and it's probably to do with your children, about, so you're asking your priest, or you're asking somebody from your religious, whatever religious affiliation you're associated with, that is bringing into, your parenting issues are being brought into that. So it might just even be just, how you want to raise your children, under what religion, how you want to train them, that is the kind of concepts that you're bringing in. Maybe even just teaching your children about your religion is bringing in that, and you're getting advice from a person of a religious nature about that. So that's being called into question, or you're having to address those issues in August. There might be some financial problems over there, so you might have some unforeseen expenses over here. With the Five of Pentacles, you might be spending more. Maybe you're having to do things for your children. You can see this woman's got a child in her hand, and you're ending up spending a lot of money. So unforeseen expenses regarding your children, and so it might mean that it puts a little bit of a squeeze on your resources. Then you've got the World card over here, where you're a job well done, joy, contentment, and gratitude, a path towards enlightenment. So you're pretty much established in your work. Maybe you're actually moving, because moving jobs or changing jobs, because the World card is about ending cycles, and it could be ending an old job. And this ending of this old job might end up putting a little bit of financial pressure on you. Maybe you're in between jobs, so there is some issues with money, and maybe you're leaving this job, and this is the reason why you're having problems with your finances. Now you've got the shooting star over here, and this is showing that there is going to be some kind of relief. So you will get some kind of financial help coming in during this transition period where you're ending this job and you have this financial problem. There will be some kind of help coming in for you financially. And that's going on in August. So in September, you've got a karmic completion. Something comes to an end. So with the World card in August, there looks like there is a job situation. Maybe you're even moving home. That cycle seems to come to an end here. And then in September, you've got a karmic completion. So it seems like there is an end of an old cycle that is now, you have completed it. If there was hardship that you were going through, that cycle comes to an end. You got the Slave card over here, so you're working very, very hard for your money right now, and you might be doing more work and not being paid that much, and this is probably why you have a bit of financial difficulties with this Five of Pentacles here, going on in the previous month in August. You've got the Queen of Cups over here. It's causing you to be a little bit of, you might be feeling a bit low as far as your emotions go. You might be turning to, a parent, a mother figure for some kind of support, or you could be getting some kind of medical advice, some kind of counseling going on over here. You've got the Queen of Cups over here. She tends to be a bit upset, gets a bit emotional, and this might be what you're going through, because maybe you're overworking and it's having a knock-on effect on your confidence and making you feel very tired. So make sure you're getting a lot of rest. If you need that kind of support, there is somebody there that will help you, but you might be a bit emotional at this particular moment because of all the stress that you're undergoing. You've got the Strength card over here. With the Queen of Cups over here, it's also seeking some kind of healing intervention. With the Strength card, it's almost indicating that you're getting some kind of stress, illness going on over here. And it says, great inner strength, release harsh judgments, forgiveness, and compassion. So, you are going to be recovering from whatever physical ailments you have over here. You're going to have to ask for some help, and there is help around you, and you will recover from whatever physical problems you have if you're having that stress-induced illness, because it seems like you're a bit down here. And if you need the Strength card, it seems like there might be some kind of maybe you get a cough or a cold. That could be the flu. Always comes when you're stressed out and you're just trying to recover from it. So try and get your emotions back on. You do need some downtime. If you need to take a break, a little bit of a holiday, even if it's a weekend break, it's a good thing to do, to just get to go out there and see some new energy or interact with new energy usually, will bring the body back on track again. So if you need to take a little bit of a break, go out, go into nature, even if it's a day just away from whatever you usually do, is going to be the thing that gets you, brings your spirits up. And you are working extremely hard with the slave card, but all of that is coming to an end because you've got karmic completion over here. So whatever problems you have from at the beginning of the month, you will recover from it towards the end of the month. And you're getting your strength back, getting your confidence back, and you will be able to function much better as the month progresses. You will, as this energy leaves, this old energy of hard work leaves, or being oppressed leaves you, you will recover. So in September, you've got happy ending. So everything gets better towards the end of October and this is in September. Sorry about that. The cards got mixed up. So this is going on in September, this problem with health, health and stress. So at the beginning of October sees a really good time for you because it seems like whatever happens, all the problems now are finished. You have a happy ending here going on in October. You've got the King card over here, so you're right back on track now. You've got leadership over here and benefiting those that you are in charge of. You've got the King card over here, so you're on top of everything. So whatever problems that you started off with in September, you are completing that karmic cycle. There's a bit of a low energy. There's an energy dip over here towards the middle where you're feeling a bit down, but you start recovering towards the end of September, and then at the beginning of October, you've got the happy ending over here. So there's a conquest, there's an achievement, and you've got the King card over here, so you're right back on top, back on track. And this couldn't have been a better month. So October seems to be an excellent month for you because you've got the Strength card coming in, a lot of fun, energy, happiness, light coming in for you, and you've got the 10 of air, and this is complete recovery. Health is returning right back to normal. With the Sun card, with the Strength card, it's ruled by Leo, so everything is back. Your confidence is back. Your energy levels are back. You're feeling beautiful. You might be meeting somebody if you are single, or your relationship might be really good during this month of October. You've got the 10 of air, so any kind of problems that you had is finished. The end of a difficult situation. Embrace the change and expect things to get better from now on, recovering from an addiction. So whatever problems that you've been having through most of the year, October seems to be the turning point month for you. With happy endings, you taking on that energy of the King, the Strength card bringing in all the sunlight and achievement, whatever goals you set, whatever you want, you're out of your financial difficulties. And then you got the 10 of air, which says the end of a difficult situation, and this is a beautiful change that is coming in for you. So October brings in a lot of light, happiness, joy, money, abundance. It's a really good month. So let's see, November. You've got, financial discipline. So all this good stuff that came in October, you're learning now to control it. So you develop some concepts about sorting your money out. You're organizing yourself much better. You've got the Mediator card over here, the Four of Wands, and you've got the Ace of Earth. So, things look like they are really turning for the better here. There's, you got enough money, and you're now being able to sort that, any kind of financial problems that you have out. If you have any debts, you will sort that out. You've got the Mediator card over here. So there's a lot of there's a lot of balance that is reached. If there's any problems, that gets sorted out. If there's any legal issues, that seems to be sorted out. There's a Mediator card over here. If you have any problems with relationships, it seems like somebody comes in to help you out. Excuse me. And if there's any kind of legal issues, those get sorted out with the Mediator, and in a very fair and very productive, positive way on your behalf. Your professional life is also in a state of harmony here and balance. So it's a really good card, with the Mediator. Everything seems to get sorted out, and you are reaching a point where you're really balanced in November. You've got the Four of Wands over here, so you might be even contemplating buying a new house. This is a card of celebrations, of weddings, of stability, and you've got a card of apparent perfection over here. So it's also got Venus in Aries here. So whatever you want, whatever you've been desiring, it seems like this is the thing that you will get with this Four of Wands. So a lot of stability, maybe, like I said, buying a new place, a new home, putting down roots. That seems to be what's going on in November for you on the home front. Very, very nice. You might even be attending a wedding with this Four of Wands, because it is the marriage card over here. So a really, stable kind of relationship. You've sorted out your any kind of relationship issues you have. You have family stability over here. And like I said, you might be buying a new home as well. And you've got a new job coming in over here with the Ace of Earth, the inflow of abundance, a promising business adventure, important documents or contracts. So you could be signing new contracts for a new job over here, new money coming in, and really getting on top of all your financial problems. So you've developed some sort of financial discipline here. Relationships are sorted out. Any legal issues are sorted out. You might be buying a new home here, and definitely a new job, new money coming in for you, and an inflow of abundance. And that's having in effect in November. And December, you've got the Pride card, Avenger, the Nine of Cups, and life experience. So, reasonable ending to the year. You have achieved a lot, and it seems like, you are very, very happy about what you've achieved. So, you've got the Pride card over here, where you're feeling really, really happy about achieving everything that you have set your mind to achieve. Even the unexpected things have come your way. So, from October, you've got a really nice change. You've got the Avenger card over here. So you've got people who have done you wrong are getting whatever is due to them, and you are you're whatever you have, everything gets balanced out with this Avenger card. It seems like the universe allows you to get karmic justice with this Avenger card. So nobody, whoever has sort of done you wrong gets what is coming to them. So you needn't worry about that. And you've got the Nine of Cups over here. So this is the wish fulfillment card. It's like almost pick something and the universe is going to give it to you. So a lot of universal gifts coming to you. You're getting justice for any kind of situation that was where you were wronged. And with the Nine of Cups, you're getting a wish fulfillment here with this Jupiter coming in and allowing you to pick anything that you want. It seems like the world is your oyster. Anything that you want, you're going to be getting it. It is something that the universe is gifting you in December. And then you've got the life experience cards, a significant life event, a powerful revelation that leads to change, and time to spread your wings. So big change is coming in at the end of December, and it's going to bring in, all this positive things have happened to you. And it looks like, since this life experience card is preceded by a wish fulfillment, it seems like whatever wish you make is going to cause a big life-changing event for you, and a new revelation comes in for you, and you're going to be expanding out. So 2020 looks like it's going to be a really positive here, because 2019 seems to end on a really good note with a big life change coming in, and the universe giving you the Nine of Cups just before that life experience. So whatever choice you make is going to cause big changes, and it looks like it's going to be a very, very positive change. And you're getting everything that you wanted. And this happens immediately after September. In October, it looks like there's a big turnaround for you, and everything becomes really positive. So right up to September, you're a bit up and down, working very, very hard. Your energies, sometimes being a bit depressed, having to put a lot of work. There's a little bit of financial problems coming in August. Make sure you set aside some money so that you're not overspending, and you have something left to tide you through that period where you have a little bit of hardship. July, make sure that you are taking a bit of a break, and there's some opportunity coming in for you in July. So the first part of the year, a lot of energy going into doing a lot of hard work, but things are starting to look up a little bit. Your relationships are starting to sort themselves out. You're getting money coming in for you. April is also a very, very good month for you, because it seems like you get a lot of power. There's a lot of end to problems that you're going through. So April, pretty good. July, maybe just a little bit of problems over there, and a bit of confusion going on in September here. But after October, it seems like the world is your oyster, and it's got a really nice ending because you end up with the Nine of Cups in December. So you're getting wish fulfillment over here, and it's everything that you hoped it would be. So a really good read for you. So don't forget to watch your love and your money readings for 2019. I will put that out, and I'll put links at the end of this video to it. And please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and leave me some comments if these videos resonate with you. Thank you so much for watching. Take care now. Goodbye.